A transformation is a change of position of a figure as well as size. We will be talking about three kinds of transformations in the next three sections, and they are. So today we're mainly going to be talking about translations. Translation can be thought of as I already gave this to you, as a slide. The original shape is called the pre-image, okay? So that means that before an object or whatever is being transformed, it is known as the pre-image, the image before it has been transformed. After it has been transformed, the result is now called the image. Is how we're able to tell the difference between the two. So the original shape is called the pre-image. Okay, the shape after the transformation, as I already indicated, is called the image. So let's go ahead and look at an example. We're going to translate this triangle up 3 units and state the vertices of the image. Now, first thing that I'm going to do is label the vertices. So we're going to translate the triangle up 3 units. So that means that we need to move each individual point up 3 units and then find the coordinates of the image. So from point D up 3 units, 1, 2, 3. This is now going to be referred to as D prime, and it's how we can tell the difference between the image and the pre-image. So the pre-image is O, the image would be O prime, and O prime has to be located 3 units up. So 1, 2, 3. Here is O prime. And then for point G, the location of G prime would be 1, 2, 3. G prime. Okay, now there's actually a rule that we can use to do translation. One way is by going to the coordinate plane and actually counting the units and so forth and plotting the points. Another way, you could look at the coordinates and see what change took place. Look at how the x coordinate changes. Look at how the y coordinate changes. So if you see what I see, the rule here would be that if you start off with coordinate xy and you're doing a translation for this particular scenario, what we did is x stayed the same and y becomes y plus 3. Yeah. The image is whatever the y coordinate was plus 3. And you should be able to see that in each case. So that would be the actual rule. Let's look at the second problem here. We want to translate the pre-image down 4 units and write 1 unit and then state the vertices of the image. Okay, down 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, write 1. Now, okay, because this is yet another image of the pre-image, we're going to label this point D double prime to indicate that this is an entirely different image of the pre-image. Okay, you cannot have two different D primes. So the first image was known as D prime. The second one must be D double prime. It's like 2 accent marks. All right, so we're doing down 4, right 1. So from each point, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. Right here, this would be O double prime. And then from G, I'm going to go down 4, right 1. And this would be G double prime. At which point, once again, I'm going to go ahead and connect my dots the best way that I can. Okay. And so let's go ahead and state the vertices. And so let's see if we can figure out the rule here. What did we do to the x coordinate? How did the x coordinate change? How did the y coordinate change? Hopefully you can see that for the x coordinate, we added 1 in each case. To go from -6 to -5, we add 1. 2 to 3, 1, 0 to 1, 1. So then this would say that if you have a regular coordinate of x and y, all right, for your pre-image, to get to your image, you'll take whatever the x coordinate is, add a 1 to it. And what do we do to the y? Look at how the y coordinates changed. We go from 2 to -2, 0 to -4. What did we do? We subtracted 4. Okay, so this would be the rule for this particular problem. Which coordinate is affected by movement up or down? And hopefully you're saying the y coordinate. And just as a reminder, it's always the second coordinate. Which coordinate is affected by movement left or right? That would be the x coordinate. And the x coordinate is always first. It's always the first coordinate. Okay, how to write a rule to describe a translation. Let's start with the basic formula here. So you have an xy coordinate, okay? Okay? We're going to take our pre-image coordinates and we're going to do this. We have x plus 4 and y minus 6. You should be able to tell me exactly what we're going to do, how each coordinate is going to be translated. Okay? This first part here tells us that we're going to go to the right 4 units. Okay? The second part here says that we're going to go down 6 units, and it's a combination of the two. We must do both. Let's look at another one. What if I told you to move the pre-image up 3, then what would you write as the rule? Okay? Let's go to this next one here. Write the rule for a transformation that is moved down 7 units and 10 units to the left. Okay? We're going to now use this particular rule to translate the triangle we were using earlier. I'm going to draw the image and label the vertices. First thing I'm going to start off by doing is labeling the actual vertices of our pre-image. For this particular problem, we're going to do things in a different order. Previously, what we did is we identified our coordinates for our pre-image. Then I translated on the graph and then wrote the resulting coordinate where we landed. This time I'm going to use the rule to determine what the coordinates will be and then just plot those coordinates. Okay, this should be the last example. Okay, so we're going to use this particular rule to translate this very nice shape here. And hopefully you did this on graph paper. Alright, well, first thing I'm going to do is actually label our vertices. So here's the situation. We have coordinate x, y, and we need this to become x plus 5 and y minus 6.